but I would say I think the Kings kind of won this trade. I need to put what the description is because I'm talking about the De'Aaron Fox trade. And I think the Kings won because they get Zach Lavine. And at this point, Zach Lavine was a negative asset for a very long time, right? Everyone was saying, oh, you're going to have to give up. You're going to have to, like, give stuff away for Zach Lavine. But that's just not the case anymore. Zach Lavine, people kind of wanted him, right? He kind of turned his season around. He was playing pretty well. So I think he became, my lips are so chapped, I think he became like a desired asset, right? So the Kings sort of are in a win-now position still, right? Because they have De'Aaron Fox. I need to stop asking if I'm right all the time, but I think they could still, make the play-in, maybe the playoffs this year. So I think it could totally happen. And they get 2 first-round picks. One of that third first-round pick, I guess, is protected. The one from Charlotte, it's a top 14 protected pick, which is way too protected of a pick. And then if it ends up getting protected, it turns into a second-round pick. It turns into 2 second-round picks. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. So I'm going to say it's 2 seemingly unprotected first-round picks. So you get 2 first-round unprotected picks, and then you get Zach Lavine. Granted, Zach Lavine's contract is huge, so I'm sure this puts them in a pretty bad salary cap situation. Of course, I don't know what De'Aaron Fox is getting paid, so maybe the salaries are about the same. And I think there's an argument to be made. Someone might say, not me, that Lavine is a better player at this point. What's happening? Yeah, Spurs absolutely fleeced the Kings. Okay, I mean, I don't necessarily agree. So the Spurs had stuff to trade, right? They only had to trade one of their own picks. Yeah, the Hornets pick is just 26 and 27 second. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So I don't hate it. And I'm excited for the Spurs. The thing is, the Spurs, here's the thing. De'Aaron Fox's championship window is not, he wants to win a championship now. The Spurs are a long way off, so he's going to be on that contract. He's going to re-sign, but it's going to be a few years before he can win a championship. He's going to be in his 30s before he can win a championship, right? That's sort of my thought. So I don't know, but he wants to play with Victor Wembanyama. This is where he wanted to go. I really do think everyone wins. And then the Bulls, remember the Bulls, they were thinking they were going to have to attach a pick to get off the Zach Lavine contract. So they don't have to, and they ended up getting their own pick back, and they got, I don't know if they're going to do anything with Trey Mann. I don't know if they're going to do anything with Zach Collins. I could honestly foresee them cutting both of them. So, I don't know. Oh, I'm in Egypt right now. So it's like 1. I don't even know what time it is. It's 9:55 a.m. where I am, on a boat. I found a secluded area and I just saw the trade, so I wanted to talk about it. So I think yeah. While we're not on the subject, yeah, of course the Cavs are the real contenders. I checked in, so it's middle of the night when I was looking at what the Cavs score to the Mavs game was, because I was so curious where the Mavs gonna play AD. Of course not. But yeah, no, I just did talk about the Fox trade, and I would say everyone won, in my opinion. I think the Spurs won, but I would say the Kings won. I would actually say the Kings won, because the Kings can still win a championship this year, in theory. They can make the playoffs. I'm not going to say win a championship, but they didn't, going from Fox to Lavine isn't insane. They can still make the playoffs, and they can still, have a competitive team this year. That's really exciting. And they also get assets for the future. Kings won. I would say the Kings won. Because people are high on Lavine. People were looking at trading for Lavine. He wasn't the negative asset he was. Now I'm just repeating myself. But ultimately, I think the Kings won. I think the Spurs have something exciting. They don't have to go shopping for a guy in free agency. They have 2 exceptional players. Maybe Stephon Castle will be good too. They didn't have to give him up. So, big things for both teams. And the Bulls can officially tank. They just got to get rid of Vooch. That's it. Maybe get rid of Lonzo for something. So the Bulls have committed to say, hey, we want to suck, get Lavine out of here. We don't want to pay him. We don't want to pay anyone. We want to be a terrible team. If we can get Vooch out of here and get something for him, a couple second rounders, we'll be good. So Lavine is a bucket, and he's proved that this year. I think I've said my piece. I'm excited to get back and watch some basketball, to be honest. It's kind of funny. You go on vacation and all you want to do is go home and watch basketball. Last time, do you think that the Mavs are a little worse? The Thunder are a clear shot to the West. I'm a Thunder fan. You sort of have it West. Listen, I'm rooting for the Nuggets, and they don't have the juice. It's just not there. You can't just have Jokic be your guy. Murray's hit or miss, Westbrook's hit or miss, MPJ, Aaron Gordon, like it's not getting done. So I would say the Oklahoma City Thunder seem like the shoe-in, and Boston's a little bit weak, and I don't think the Cavs. I have no evidence to the contrary, but I don't see them making the Eastern Conference Finals. I don't see them winning. I see them getting taken out, and I have no evidence to back that up. I have no idea what I'm talking about. So. Yeah, is it bad? I was just like 5G. This is not 5G. So, all right. I'm gonna go downstairs. All right. Thanks for showing up to the live, y'all. Be good to your mothers. Eat a corn dog.